Namaskar. Myself Dr. Manoj Kumar. I am a gastroenterologist, liver specialist and endoscopist. Today is World Hepatitis Day. Now, many of you may not be knowing what is hepatitis. Hepatitis is inflammation of liver. Like you must have heard of gastroenteritis. Gastroenteritis is inflammation of GI tract, stomach and intestine. Similarly, inflammation of liver is called hepatitis. Now, hepatitis is caused by so many things like viruses, infection of the liver by virus, alcohol intake, drugs, but generally when we talk of hepatitis, we talk of hepatitis caused by viruses. Now, what is a virus? Virus is like coronavirus. Now, hepatitis viruses are mainly of 4 types. They are hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C and hepatitis E. These viruses can cause acute inflammation of liver, which is called acute viral hepatitis. 2 of these viruses like hepatitis B and C can give rise to chronic damage to the liver, which is called chronic liver disease, or you must have heard of cirrhosis of liver. Now, if they cause acute hepatitis, there is no specific treatment for this condition. We normally give supportive treatment to these patients. Now, hepatitis, how is these hepatitis viruses enter liver? Now, hepatitis A and E are transmitted through fecal-oral route. That means these viruses enter into the body through mouth. If a patient infected with hepatitis A or E sheds viruses in the stool, now if this stool contaminates your vegetable, your drinking water, your food in anyhow, then this enters to the body of different in next individual, and that individual develops hepatitis A and E. The hepatitis B and C are caused by blood transfusion. They are transmitted through blood route like HIV virus. So, this infection can take place by contaminated blood or contaminated syringes or sexual contacts with individual infected with these viruses. Now, hepatitis B and C virus in acute condition presents same as hepatitis A and E. But hepatitis B and C can give rise to permanent damage to the liver. Hepatitis A and E do not cause permanent damage to the liver. So, this is important point to understand. Now, in acute condition, normally we when patients come to us, we do some investigations to diagnose hepatitis A, and the main investigation is liver function test. In liver function test, there are so many components: serum bilirubin rises, SGOT and SGPT, which you must be seeing in LFT reports, liver function reports, also rises in hundreds to thousands. We can do ultrasound to see the size of liver and to know what type of their specific special investigation to know what are the types of hepatitis A. It is A, B, C or E. So, after diagnosis, we give some treatment, supportive treatment. If the patient is having fever, we give paracetamol. If the patient is having vomiting, we give treatment for vomiting, we give intravenous fluids, and supportive treatment only, except in few situations of hepatitis B and C when we use antiviral drugs to treat acute hepatitis B and C. Now, the treatment of hepatitis B and C, if they go into chronic phase, are antiviral drugs. Now, we have got very powerful antiviral drugs by which hepatitis B and C can be treated. If a patient of hepatitis come in early stage, it can be almost cured. For hepatitis B also, we have got very strong antiviral drugs. If not cured, virus can be suppressed for a long time, so that progression of the liver disease do not occur. Now, In case of hepatitis A, acute hepatitis, if patient is not improving, patient goes to liver failure. Now, if the patient goes into the liver failure, then situation becomes grim and it can be fatal, patients may die. Similarly, in patient with chronic hepatitis B and C, if it is not controlled or if it is progressing, then we call it liver failure, acute liver failure in acute condition and chronic liver failure in chronic liver disease, that is cirrhosis of liver. In those conditions, final treatment is called is liver transplantation, like we do kidney transplantation in case of kidney failure. Liver transplantation is not a small exercise, it is very costly. In India, it causes the cost, initial cost is almost 15 lakhs to 30 lakhs rupees, and later on also in life patient will have to spend take some medicines lifelong, and the cost is almost around 20,000-30,000 per month. So, it is best to prevent these viruses. So, how can we prevent these viruses? I told you A and E are transmitted through fecal-oral route. So, good hygiene, clean your vegetables properly, and in this way you can prevent acute hepatitis A and E. Now, we have got vaccine for hepatitis A, but not for E. So, these days children are given vaccine for hepatitis A also. Similarly, for hepatitis B and C, there is no vaccine for hepatitis C, but we have got vaccine for hepatitis B. Hepatitis B vaccines are also given in childhood these days with the childhood vaccination program, but there is no age for hepatitis B. If any, it can be taken by children, adults and even old age groups. So, hepatitis B should be, if you are not vaccinated, every individual should get vaccine of hepatitis B. So, this is how these hepatitis viruses can be prevented. Thank you.